Agents and casting calls. I got you. So for me, I found my agents by Googling where I'm based, Bay Area, and then agents behind there. In the Bay Area, there's like a top 5. And I started doing my research and asking of my actor friends who's represented by who. I follow a lot of Bay Area film people on Instagram, and shortly after I was doing this, I went to a Bay Area mixer. I met one of those agents and I sat down with them. I shortly after got signed to that one, but then it didn't work out. That's because for me, I had a lot going on in my life. I say all that just to say these really important facts about agents. 1, they work for you. They're a part of your team. They don't get paid unless you get paid. In order for them to get paid, you need to be available so they can submit you to stuff. So before getting an agent, please make sure you have a flexible job or you're able to like finesse the system so you can get out of stuff to audition or work. Now, agents are gonna like that I tell you this, but realistically, all your self-tapes, all your in-person auditions, you're not gonna book that many of them. It's just the game. So I always go in meeting agents saying, yeah, I'm free whenever, when we all know that's not the case. But if said audition or work were to happen, yeah, I can call out sick or find a way to finesse so I can work. Now, starting off, I highly recommend trying to find an agent close to where you are. But eventually, as you start feeling comfortable, you can check out LA agents, Chicago agents, New York agents on Google and start cold submitting from there. Oh yeah, to reach out to agents, usually on all their websites, they have like a contact or submit form where you can just submit or find an email where you can send your reel, your resume, your headshot, and introduce yourself. Now they're busy people. Don't get discouraged if they don't respond back to you because they usually have time and windows when they're looking to hire new people. So follow back up in like a month or so. Following up is never bad. It shows that you're interested. The only time in this career I'll say don't follow up is like when you audition for something. They know you're interested. Outside of Google, here's a trick for finding agents. Go on Actors Access and act like you are setting up a profile. From there, it will ask you who you are represented by. And then you click the little caret and a whole list from A to Z will come down. Check out each one of those on Google and you'll see all these agents. Some of them are boutique agencies, which means they're really small. And some of them are big time agencies, which means they represent so many people, probably have so many people working under them and damn near do everything. Now, each one has their perks and each one has their setbacks. Now, remember I said agents work for you. If it's not working out in a year's time, they're not sending you out, you don't feel like you're being taken care of enough, you can talk to them about canceling a contract and going somewhere else. You're trying to build your Avengers when it comes to your acting career. Me personally, I have a manager and I have 3 agents, and I'm always looking for more. Now, where I'm based out of in the Bay Area, the market's really small, meaning there's not a lot of work coming there. So my agents are able to do voiceover, commercial, film, TV, and submit me out to all those things. But in LA, there's so much work happening that I have agents that do specific things. So I have a commercial agent, I have a voiceover agent, and I have a manager that does film and TV stuff. Last thing I'll say about agents before I go to casting calls. On IMDb, you can check some of your favorite actors and usually it will have their representation or their agents. So you can start getting an idea of who's representing your people and maybe make it a goal for you to reach out to those same people, especially if they're doing something that you want to do. You'll have a higher success rate getting to an agent if you get a referral, meaning somebody represented by them refers you. But I would only do this if it's an actor friend of yours and somebody who has seen your work, because then they can speak honestly and truthfully about you. And lastly, I kind of mentioned it earlier, but going to networking events, casting directing workshops, and stuff like that. Also, when you invest in headshots, see that photographer's actor clientele. Like, does that actor have an agent? Does that actor have an agent? And if so, like, oh, maybe this photographer has connections to said agent, or at least knows what that agent likes. Now, casting calls, a little harder, but of course doable. You want to follow a lot of casting directors and you want to follow also a lot of actors or people in the industry, because there's a lot of casting happening on social media, especially if you're not represented. A lot of people post on their story or they do open auditions on this app. But outside of that, you can just go to the regular channels of signing up on a casting website. I mentioned earlier, Actors Access, that's one of them. There's also Backstage, there's Casting Frontier, there's Casting Network. Now, they are not free. Some of them might be. But yeah, it's as simple as that, going through and just checking daily, like what's posted, what are they looking for, and to see if you fit for that. As you can tell, this is like a 5-minute video. I love talking about this stuff. So if you have any more questions, I got you.